They can't see us.
Yeah. They can see us.
Yo, yo.
We're here. It's been 2 weeks. We haven't gone live, but we're back. I don't know who's on there. I know it said like 7 people, so we'll give some time for everybody to get on there.
We are back. We was doing them every week, but we took a break. We did some traveling, so we was real busy. Thursdays are real busy when you're getting ready to go somewhere.
Yeah, always. So we've had the last 2 weeks in a row that we've had to be somewhere, and we just couldn't do it. Couldn't squeeze it in. So we took a break, and we're back to chat with you guys because we like doing lives. It's fun for us. We like to see who gets on there and says hi. So tell us what you guys have been up to the last 2 weeks. Have you watched any of our latest videos? Oh, get that.
I got her on the. I had her on the volume.
Yeah.
I get anxiety when I have this build off and we go out of town.
Yeah.
So that makes it even like, oh man, I should be
more
at home.
Stressful. So then before we go, then it's like extra barn time and trying to get as much done before we have to go somewhere. So that's why we decided we're not going to any more shows between now and the build off, which is September 20th.
I mean, there's a few we could probably go to, but we ain't going.
If we have time, we'll see.
Yep. Tim Davis.
No commitments.
Yep.
Say hi to Timmy.
Yep.
Tell my little friend Timmy hello.
Yeah. We got to hang out with Tim Davis at Cave City. And
I wish we would have gotten to hang out a little bit more, to be honest. It was just like dust in the wind. We kept passing paths and eating at different times, and it just worked out that way. But I know we'll hang out again. There's no question about that.
Randy.
What's
going on, Randy?
I love Randy. How you doing, Randy? I didn't ask Tim how he is. How are you, Tim?
Tim's got to be good.
I know. I like him a lot.
He's probably good. So what are we covering in today's live feature?
Well, you know, when we went to Cave City, we did some fun stuff. We didn't film a lot of what went on, but we were busy the whole time that we were there and hanging out. Mark, how you doing? No storm.
Riders of the Storm.
Yeah. You guys like the Doors? I love the Doors.
It could. You never know. It could storm. It's Ohio.
Be fine. I'm not worried about it. But we went and did that alpine slide again like we did last year. If you guys didn't see us do that in the video last year, we went, it was Mammoth Valley Adventure Park, and we went on the alpine slide and the zip lines last year, and this year we did the alpine slide. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Corey climbed the wall. That was funny.
What's up, Aaron? I'm going to tell you about being bigger than other people. If you ride go-karts, and I weigh 225, right? That's honest weight. I weigh 225, which is probably a pretty common weight for a lot of people.
Yeah.
When you weigh 225 and you go ride go-karts and all your little skinny kids and your woman skinny and everybody, they outrun you. You're a better driver. I am the best go-kart driver there is. But being a little bit bigger, what's up, Tracy? Being a little bit bigger, your go-kart won't run as good. But that's not the case on an alpine slide.
He come flying past me.
So the brake's automatically on, and you got to push the brake down. I tried it with my foot.
Oh my gosh!
I should have leaned down.
Me. I was too scared to let her rip because it was just a concrete slide, and when you go around the corners, you go up pretty high, and I felt like my weight would just fly right off there. It wouldn't hold me down all the way going that fast. He blew past me.
And these aren't what you see at Gatlinburg. These are what you would have seen at Gatlinburg in the 70s.
Yeah.
They feel like they could cut your fingers off.
Yeah.
I come through there gleaming the cube, boys. Up there like this. What'd you call it? Cool runnings. I was up on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I said when I got to the bottom. I said, man, that makes me feel like Cool Runnings. Do you guys remember that movie? I love that movie. I wanted to be a bobsledder whenever that come out.
South Africa.
That's awesome. What time is it there?
Wow.
That's wild.
Greetings from Ohio to South Africa.
Yeah, hello.
Tracy likes alpine slides. This is a little place, if you go back last year and watch Corey Wheat's channel a year ago, right now, we were there. And the place had closed during COVID. And these 4 people had bought it. One of them was a football player, Ohio State football player, played for Tennessee Titans. Forget his name. Big dude. And they were saving this roadside attraction. And we drove by it a couple weekends ago, and it was packed. We were like, oh my gosh, what's going on? They were having a daggone archery rally, man.
Yeah.
Party, concert.
Bowtech convention.
Yeah.
At the adventure park. We thought that the adventure park had exploded and that they were just having the craziest business, which they were, but it was just an event. So that was neat. So when we rode the little, what do you call that? The chairlift? We rode the little chairlift up to go down the Alpine slide. We like rode over the top of the whole little event they were having. So that was neat to like see an event from above. You don't get to see that a lot. That was neat.
So we go to car shows. We might have a car on a trailer. These people that shoot archery, they were coming out of their hotel room with their little quill, their quill full of arrows, and their bow.
Quiver.
Robin quiver. They had their arrows with them in their hotel room.
Yeah.
Those are probably really good arrows.
We were wondering.
Cheat arrows.
We
probably
were wondering why our hotel was so full, and then all of a sudden people started piling out with all their weapons.
Heinrich's been on here before. Heinrich, I think that's how you say it. He's been on here on lives before. It's 1:30 there.
No, that's our friend from Germany. It's the same time there, but yeah, same time. 1:30 in the morning.
Heck yeah, man. He'd get you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something.
Some popcorn, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Jimmy. How you doing? I gotta say hi to all these people. Randall, how you doing? Wisconsin. It's raining in Athens. Hopefully it don't come
Yeah, that's
this
on the other way. Where in the hell's Gordon at?
Gordon will be on here.
Gordon must be busy.
Gordon, you better turn your notesies on.
Yeah, Gordon. Gordon's never missed a live yet.
No, I love his comments too.
What we got going on? We got Dick Banjo behind us. Licensed and titled
Got
in
tags.
my name, Ohio title. Everything matches. Personalized plates. First time in my life I've ever had personalized plates. I didn't believe in spending it. I got like 10 things I got to tag, so I never wanted to spend the extra 50. But I did this time, so the hard plates should be here in the mail.
Yeah, they say Dick Banjo.
Yep.
DK Banjo. We're so excited. I mean, that's just like, I don't know, icing on the cake. I love it.
Yeah.
Everything is so customized and everything is just so different that it just felt right to get custom plates.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get, don't forget, if he's watching, listen to my words if you're watching, Chad Bolin. I need to get you over here between now and then and just do a little. A little. Not a lot, but a little.
Yes.
And I could probably do it, but it'd look like Dick Banjo did it if I do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I want Chad to do that part.
Yep.
For sure.
So that's what we got going on. Building clutch pedals. We went to some shows. You guys have seen some of that. Some of it was great. Some of it sucked.
Did you say hi to Aaron? Hi, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. I caught Aaron early.
I didn't.
Yeah. Aaron's got a channel, Golan's Garage.
Man,
if I said that wrong, I'm sorry.
We can't wait to cruise that around the campground either. I'm so excited to like I don't even know. I feel like a little kid when I get in there and I sit in the seats. We did a lot of work this week, and you'll see it in the Friday video. I made seat cushion like the backs, and I made seat cushions like for the tractor seats for when we're in it, which you can just take them out so it doesn't.
Yep.
It's not in there all the time.
Football season starting, so I gotta work when I can. So when we get done with this, we're gonna eat, then I'm gonna come back down here and I'm doing stuff like taillight wiring.
He's not talking about NFL, he's talking about our son. Yeah, he plays football and it takes up every minute of every day.
Tomorrow night's their first scrimmage. And last year was Waynesville's best football season ever.
So it's a big, exciting year.
So it's a big year. They got the greatest quarterback. The daggone quarterback he looked like a little Joe Burrow. Y'all see his truck, man. He's got a beautiful Dodge Hemi, jacked up. But yeah, they're all excited for that. And a lot of you watching know or have had kids that played sports.
Yeah.
So you know when that happens, unless you're a piece of shit, you're there watching it. So I got to work through the night or at night, but we'll be there. Tags and stuff, that's a big relief. Just everything. We're getting stuff marked off the list.
Yep.
Got brakes mounted. We're running brake lines. We're waiting on parts. That's about it. What's up with you guys?
I'm excited though. It's gonna be driving soon enough. Mike Hill, you daggone sneaky son of a gun. You're so nice.
Mike Hill's my hero.
I swear.
I'm gonna drive out there just to meet Mike Hill.
I know. We want to meet you so bad. Like we were so surprised You'll see it in the video Friday. But we were so surprised. Thank you so much. That was a great gift.
So we're getting new shirts made, and I chatted with Mike just briefly because we're on the run, and I said, hey, we need to get shirts made. He said, get me some good art. I don't have the grill shell done yet, and I didn't have the other door on it until the other night, but I have the grill shell being made. I'm making it, and as soon as we can get some good pictures with that, which hopefully soon.
It's like very soon.
Yeah,
and we're getting an order in so we can have some Dick Banjo shirts for when we go.
Yeah, hopefully within a week or 10 days we can get Mike something where he can crank us out some shirts.
Yes. That's,
and then
that's the goal. So
we should have shirts with us at Rat Stock.
That's our hope.
Unless they fly out of the camper on the way there.
Don't say that.
That's some other things we got to do is put some tornado miles on it.
I know. Yeah, that's the truth.
It's got to be wind resistant. So it might look like a big rhinoceros going down the highway with army tarps over it. It might look like an atom bomb or something being transported up the highway. We ain't sure how that's going to go. I just don't know. There's a lot going on. Here's another thing to keep in mind. This is the first time I've really said this, but we're going to be leaving. We usually say, oh, don't stop by, but we're going to be leaving here to go up there on a Thursday. The 18th? 19th is a Thursday. And we're going to have our affairs in order, and we're leaving here in the morning. We haven't figured out how we're going. Village Customs is coming through with a gang. I'd like to meet up with them if at all possible, but you know how Universe is, it's hard to get them to collide.
See. Yeah, we'll see.
But what I'm saying is if you're watching this, you are welcome to go with us. And we are going to haul this on the C50, so we will probably run highway speeds, 60, 65. But if you're wanting to go, AJ Dean, Mike Voltall, any of you guys.
Yeah. We would love to have all of y'all come with us and be there to support and just experience the whole thing. It's going to be an awesome experience, the show itself.
I'm not sure how far it is from Jason Anderson from Iowa, but we'd love to see y'all there.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to take a crew with us, and it's primitive camping. I know we live in a world of air conditioning and sinks, but we're going to sit right here under a tarp is where we're going to camp. So we have nothing to offer but a cool ride up. So think on it. You got 41 days or something to figure it out and cruise up with us or catch us along the way. So I don't know. That's just something I think would be cool.
Hello in Iowa, Hot Rod. George is in Australia. What time is it in Australia? Man. That's awesome. Is it hot there right now? Is it your summertime? And then I want to catch up on these. Walking low. It's pouring in Colorado.
I've always wanted to go to Australia because my favorite movie was Crocodile Dundee, man. Boy, he could do some stuff, couldn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
When they tried to rob him, he pulled out that big knife on him. They took off running. Crocodile Dundee was awesome. Australia, I always thought would be a good place to go. I see Bad Chad. He goes on. He's getting ready to go on a big Australia.
Oh, is he? He went there last year.
Yeah, they do it. People in Australia, they seem just like it is here.
I mean, I think that's the way it is a lot of places.
Like when I was watching, go in the bar. I don't know. I've never been. So.
I mean, I just imagine, there are places that are way different for sure, but like generally speaking.
Ducktail Show in Gas City, September 26th, 29th.
That's the weekend.
A lot depends. Yeah.
It all depends on what happens with the Buildoff and football schedules and stuff like that. We have a hard time in the fall planning things, and honestly, we've been discussing that when we started this, we wanted things to be, we always wanted to go to a different show, and we always wanted to see different places we hadn't been, and we want to experience different things, and we like to be sporadic. We don't like to plan things, so we talked about we need to move back in that direction to just make the decision when we're going and where we're going when it comes to us, so there are things we definitely will go back to, but
I do have we did talk about maybe making an appearance at the Rod Run, and here's why. It's only 6 hours away, We thought about going down there and getting there in the middle of the night and unloading and cruising it in the middle of the night when no one's around, or there's people always around. But I'd like to drive us up and down the strip at night with the neons and the signs and the different places to take pictures.
Good footage.
And then wake up with the crowd on Saturday and be there like we have been. And that's up to how we're feeling with
when we're close.
With the state of affairs.
Yeah.
We also, our tow rig is a 400,000 mile 1997 1969 truck. So, but hey, that's never stopped us yet.
Never stopped us before. We've gone everywhere in it.
So it's hard to do those shows, especially with football season going on.
I don't know anything about rugby, Heinrich.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They're tough son of bitches. I know that. I've watched some rugby.
Hi, Rodney. Tim always wears Jordans, man. He always wears Jordans.
Yeah, I mean, I wear boots when I'm heavy cutting. I've been wearing a lot of flip-flops lately because it's so daggone hot, and I get in the pool. I've been losing socks. I don't know where they're at, so I just been letting it eat. I just been doing my own thing. It's been hot.
Whoever Don Frick is, it says it's retracted twice. So
what's he saying?
I don't know. Now he says keep up the great content and keeping it real. Thanks, Don.
Yeah.
I don't know what you tried to say before, but they wouldn't let it happen.
How close are y'all to Bristol? Well, where's Bristol? I don't know. Is that Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Probably, I don't know. At least 6 hours.
Tim's good looking for sure.
Thank
Don't
you.
kid yourself.
Who says that?
Said I'm looking good and Tim's all right too.
Yeah. Yeah, don't make me get my side of my boobie out.
Oh, you ought to see. Yeah. You guys.
I found this channel. I'll tell it. I'm not hating.
No.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
I found this channel on YouTube. I ain't gonna say the name. You'll find it.
Yeah.
But these people are building them a primitive cabin out in the woods, and he's got a big wild goatee.
They're
he
from
braids
Texas.
it. Yeah, Texas.
It's real hot, so I'm gonna point that out.
Texas is in the name of the channel.
Yeah.
And she's a bigger woman, and she's got big old breastises, and they do everything they can to get them puppies out while they're building this house.
So we were just scrolling through the YouTube the other morning, having our coffee, and this thumbnail pops up, and we both were just like, whoa, because it was her cutout t-shirt, and literally the only thing that was holding the t-shirt on there was her nipple by the little roll that was
Tim
on
Davis
the cutoff
has seen
shirt.
him.
I've seen him.
Hey.
Yeah, dude, like we
on
turned
top
it
of
on.
all that, she does good work. Like they work. At some points, she's completely got her top off when
all
they show
the way.
her.
They don't.
She's on the ladder. She's got her jeans cut out.
They just let you know what's going on. You don't really see anything. They just let you know what's going on.
They get 300,000 views on Little Framing.
Wild.
I'm gonna get my pants cut out.
Oh my gosh, it's wild.
If I took my
1935, Kevin.
This guy says he's seen that same lady working on an old Jeep. I'm sure there's
God
more.
dang, yeah. There's probably more than one. We probably just are like naive to what is actually out there, and that popped up, and both our jaws dropped, and then the next thing you know, we had been watching it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was binge watching it.
I was trying to edit, and I was like, you're gonna have to change this because I keep getting distracted. Like I couldn't believe it. I was dying. But they're good at building.
They're good at getting attention on the internet.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. So you might see us hanging out with them at some point in time.
I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm getting ready to build a garage if they want to come up to Ohio.
Yeah, that's true. They got building experience.
We'll collaborate.
I'm gonna wait till it's cold outside though, so she don't get overheated.
God dang. I'd get embarrassed. I'd have to go inside.
Dude, it's on the verge of nip slipping the whole time.
This truck, Kevin, behind us is a 35 Ford, big block Chevy. Yes, it runs. We've had it running on some of our videos, one of our videos. I can't start it right now because I killed the battery and I don't have the fuel cell in it. Fuel cell's getting ready to go in it, maybe tomorrow. I've been holding out because I've been throwing sparks. But I'm about done throwing sparks in the back so I can mount the fuel tank, hook the battery up to a charger, put a fuel line on it. He's going to catch a fish. I'm watching this boy in the pond. He's going to catch one of them big old carp.
You got a pole in there? I hope he does.
He'll reach in. There's some big carp in there.
I got a net. I'll come help you, brother. No problem. There's some
Mark
channel.
was wanting to check it out. I'll tell you what it's called. Tell them we sent you. Go to their comments and tell them that Peace and Grease said that they got a good channel.
Yeah,
we ain't knocking it.
No,
man.
we're not knocking it.
I wish I had boobies as big as her. I'd make some more money.
I don't
called?
have that much to share.
Off-grid Texas.
Something.
Off-grid Texas. Heat. What is it?
She's just
living. Off-grid Texas living. You'll find it on.
She's got a lot to share. I don't have that much to share. So.
They're doing good work. They made their own rafters and everything. So check it out, man. Ain't no shame in her game.
Oh, is she? You already know she's a star on there? I don't know. She probably is. We said that. We were like, they probably have another angle for sure. But, we didn't know.
I figured that, yeah.
We didn't know for sure.
I figured that.
What's up, Kelly? How you doing?
Usually if you see, he just catching stuff out of the pond with his bare hands.
Tell your dad hi.
You get a frog? You get a frog? Oh. Catch one of them big carp. Catch one of them big ones with your bare hands.
We've got a pond right out here, and this kid fishes in it all the time. And
look at that.
Oh, they're huge. So we have
carp.
Huge carp in the pond. When we mow or weed eat, they come right to surface and eat the grass. And they're
like
huge.
Submarines coming towards the grass.
Yeah, you see like a V shape of like submarines coming at you.
Everybody welcome Kevin. Who's Kevin?
Thanks for subscribing, Kevin. He subscribed. Welcome. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you for pointing that out.
Heck yeah, Brent Lance. Buddy had some shorts like yours, just shorter. He's from Canada. He jacked his leg all up, junk bottom. He called it the Canadian triple threat.
Good night.
Bend over and let him hang.
Oh my gosh.
It's like that picture of that guy doing concrete work and his are hanging out the back. She's the star on the old hub, if you know what I mean. Who are y'all talking about? Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I've been watching this one tyrant hunter, North Carolina. That dude's real radical.
Wow, yeah.
He just goes and films in public places.
It's totally legal.
People lose
film
their
anywhere,
minds.
But people don't like him just randomly filming, and he knows it. So he goes there and he starts randomly filming and then films the people's reactions.
There's Kelly Taylor, baddest Studebaker around.
I just said hi to him, yeah.
He says we go past his house on the way out there. Don't say where you live on here, but he says we go past his house. People probably think we live on the other side of Carlisle because we go through there once a week. We've had Chad Bowen doing our painting. We've been out there shows nonstop. Every time we go to show, it's in Indiana.
Yeah.
And all that
We
stuff.
go that direction all the time. I'm excited to go a different direction when we go to this show.
Tater Tot's right. It'll keep that big sucker in a shirt.
Yeah.
I seen it hanging on to the edge of the cut.
You know how when you cut a shirt, it rolls up after you wash it? That's all that was holding on to it. I'm telling you. You'll find it.
Yeah.
There's no problem in finding it. It was an accident for us, and we're still talking about it 2 days later. But, I mean...
It's carpentry porno.
They're doing great work out there. Kevin said they got another channel for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Kelly says he's wanting to go to Rat Stock. AJ.
Oh, yeah, I'd love for you to come.
AJ, my good friend AJ's worried about going to Rat Stock because he don't like the Illinois gun laws.
Oh, yeah, it's the laws.
I just carry mine in my hand if I go to Illinois. Like my grandpa said about a nice piece, it's better to be caught with it than without it. So that's words to live by.
Yeah, we're going to get back to work after this video too, but thanks for tuning in. That's awesome, and we'll see you there. Get to work. Mark, thanks for sharing with everyone. He found it for us. DIY Off-Grid Texas. See, we don't even know the name. That's hilarious.
Yeah, don't quit watching us.
Yeah.
You'll be binge watching that.
Everybody gets off our live real fast. It goes to 0 because everybody's looking at what we're talking about. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, sorry. But anyways, we got off topic with that one, but I share interesting things that I've seen with people. Like we told them about watching Sleeper Dude and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, we love Sleeper Dude. That's good.
And when I seen that, I was intrigued.
Yeah.
There's people that cut. There's this Asian lady that cuts wood on the YouTube that has millions of views.
Yeah, she's just wearing a little mini dress and chopping wood with a chop saw. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even anything spectacular, but people like to watch it. So.
I built a whole truck on the parts I picked up out of my yard. I only get about 5,000 views. So, way to go! If you know how to beat the algorithm, more power to you.
Oh gosh, blew your motor up. Monday, Brent Lance.
What kind of motor? Semi. Daggone. Climbing hills in Virginia. We come through Virginia. What's that big hill? It's got a funny name. Remember that?
I do, but I don't remember the name.
They'll know it. There's some big hills in Virginia. Like, this might sound weird, but there's no hills in Ohio, and Kentucky is not that mountainous. It's got hills.
It is if you get to the
Tennessee,
eastern side.
for us, is when you start seeing mountains.
We don't go east.
And then when you go over to
Kentucky
Virginia,
usually.
it's like, holy cow, this is crazy over here.
Well, Jim Bevins.
Fancy Gap.
How you doing? Fancy Gap. Yep,
Yeah.
that was it.
Jim Bevins is the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
He shoots
Bevins
flames.
Garage, you guys. If you don't know about him and you're on Facebook,
Yeah.
look him up for sure.
Don't
Bevins
wear too
Garage.
much hairspray around Jim Bevins.
No.
You might burn your hair off. You'll see Jim Bevins in a full-blown fire suit for too long. He'll have 200 footers coming out of
Oh gosh, I felt like those ones was that big anyway.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I've never seen anything like that ever. That was the first time I've ever seen flames thrown that high ever.
that. Yeah. He's throwing gas flames. When I was a kid, you'd go watch the flamethrowers, and they'd flood their old 350s out,
Yeah.
pull the choke, make it run real bad, and throw a big burp out, and it'd light, go about 8 foot.
Steve, you guys are coming to Ratstock. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see y'all there. There's Gordon.
Where you been, Gordon?
Gordon,
You
we were saying, where are you,
Yeah.
Gordon? I'm so glad you're here.
I lost my comments. I can't work the phone. Who's
Tim
going?
Davis. Drive on out, buddy. Get in your truck and drive on out. You ain't got to have nothing special to come. Just come hang out and support and have fun.
Yeah, they say it's open for everybody, and there's going to be music and food. Sounds like it's going to be something to not miss if you're in the area. Which it's kind of crappy because there's so many good shows. I've never been able to get to Redneck Rumble because it's always the same weekend as the Rod Run, which technically we could do a day over there and a day over there. But I was going to join this Buildoff, didn't matter what weekend it was.
Right.
As soon as I heard the rules about the Buildoff, I was going to that. So here we are, and that's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see more cars on the channel, but some of you's holding out. Let's see what you're building.
I think a lot of people are
They're holding them out.
keeping the curtains closed till the big day, probably.
Casey Jones likes your feet.
Thank you so much.
You should see mine.
You can send me $10.
Yeah. Yeah. What else we got?
Oh gosh.
We got square body parts everywhere. I've been buying some square body parts. If anybody needs anything, I got 4-speed 208. I got some half-ton axles. I'm just stocking up on some stuff. We do have a set of half-ton axles that we could build us a 4-wheel drive car with pretty quick.
Which I want to do. We've been looking at Jaguars. Honestly, let's
I
talk
want-
about that.
I want a Jaguar 2-wheel drive fast with an LS motor. Go in your local marketplace and type in Jaguar, and you will find some good deals.
The nicest cars. I mean, you're going to have to put a new engine in it, no doubt, but they're the nicest cars and they're cheap.
As soon as something goes wrong with a Jaguar, they can't afford to fix it. I don't know what Jaguar mechanics cost or even where there's one at, but you get on Marketplace, and the trick right now is fire trucks and Jaguars. That's
Yeah.
my tip of the day. You could find a Jaguar with leather interior
Beautiful.
for $2,000,
Yeah.
and
Beautiful.
it'll say start having problems, this and that, this and that. Well, go and take all that junk out and throw it away and buy a LS and a 4L60 or 4L80E and a Holley Terminator X and a standalone fuel system and drive it. You mount a radio right to the
We're not talking about keeping the engine. It's the
No.
body and the interior. That's what we're talking about, Casey. It's like...
That's why you can get them cheap.
I don't want to buy them new. We're
Yeah.
not all about new or
No.
car payments. We have one vehicle we pay a car payment on, and we don't even like doing that, but we need something that fits all our kids in it.
So they say some of the Jaguars even have a Chevy bell housing transmission in them.
Yep, that's true.
But then you would probably have some Jaguar junk in there you couldn't control.
Brent's got
Excuse
a
me.
fire truck in the driveway.
Yeah. Fire trucks are.
Yeah,
So you got two options on a fire truck. You go to a certain age, a gas fire truck, you don't want nothing to do with that gas motor. Behemoth. They didn't care about fuel mileage because they were just going in town. So an older gas fire truck are the perfect candidates to slam them. They usually got extended cab. You can build a ramp on them. Some of them are tilt cab, man. But then you get a newer fire truck for a deal with a good diesel and stuff like that. So my
Bye,
future.
Jason. I hope you enjoy your night working on that build. It's looking good.
You better hurry up.
Jeff and Sandy, you guys, how are you? I was just actually thinking about you a couple of days ago. No kidding. So I'm glad to hear from you. Glad that F-150 is doing good for you.
Why don't Jason, big beautiful shop like that, have a TV on the wall?
He needs one.
Come on, you should be watching this on your TV. I don't have one either.
It's evening in America right now where we're at.
James Hurst.
This part of America.
James Hurst, the greatest sign builder we ever never met yet. He says hi.
Oh, yes, James. How are you?
No power to the second axle yet, Road Toad. It will, but it don't right now. I can't say that it does because it don't. But I got power to the front axle, and that's more than most people do. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Jag rear ends, they got good suspensions. The whole car's probably good once you get the Jag crap motor out of them. And then you could say it like that guy in the commercials. Say it, try it like he does. Jaguar.
I can't do that. I don't think so.
Now you have a beautiful car. Jaguar. Jaguar. That's right. That's enough about that. Fire trucks are good trucks. I tell you what I've been wanting. We don't have the weather for it here, but those fire trucks with no roof, ooh, man. Lay one of those on the running boards with a Cummins, no roof, but you'd get rained out around here.
Yeah,
You'd have to have boat interior.
Well, I was just actually thinking today, like I'm hoping for a rain day, like an actual day of rain here soon, because it's been days since we've had like a rain day, and I need to be sowing.
It might rain every day, but it don't rain.
Right.
It's crazy. It just looks like this, but it don't rain.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a rain day, and I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a hard time just sitting in the house working on stuff whenever it's not like gross outside. So if it's nice outside, if it's warm and not rainy, then I definitely don't want to be in the house. I need it to rain so I can get some stuff done.
I only go in the house to take breaks and sleep and watch a little TV, YouTube, and eat.
Yeah, that's it. We're outside other than that all the time.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, I need it. I need a good rain day. I hope you win the lottery, Jesse. I wish that for you.
Tracy wants to see a cab overbuilt dragster style with the cab moved to the back and an open motor in the front. I have not seen one of those builds before. Actually, if you go back to Rat Rod Buildoff 10, 12, 15 years ago, it may have been Chris Walker. Chris Walker has the most covers of Rat Rod magazine ever. And he's built some radical stuff. It may have been him, but they took an old Rio or something and put it on the back, and it was really badass. And it looked like exactly what you're saying, like a dragster, pipes. It was like an old auto car or something. And the cab, the way they put it on there, it was like tilted perfectly and everything. They've been made. It's almost impossible to build something that hasn't been built. You got to have your own style, and that's the only way you can set yourself apart.
And when you do something like that, get ready for people to criticize you, because if it's not exactly what they think it should be, then you're going to get criticized. So, but you should know that that's good, because that triggers people. Art triggers people, and if you make something that people criticize, that means that deep down inside they actually love it, but they can't admit it.
Putting yourself in a category gives people more. They want to criticize you more. Like if you're a Corvette guy and your Corvette ain't as nice, or your shoes ain't as white as the other guy, they might criticize you. This is just kind of like, I kind of like build things that represent simpler times, so we don't get a lot of backlash over it. People see this and they want to eat some biscuits and gravy, or they want to just go chill with their grandparents. That's what we're trying to do. America, no paint. We're not trying to be fancy. We're not in any groups or circles.
No.
We're trying to have low ride. We got a low rider. We got a camper truck. We got a van. We're trying to.
So, like, the way I grew up, when I grew up, my dad was a body man and he did paint work. And so every kind of vehicle you could imagine came in and out of his shop. I mean, he painted race cars, he painted show cars, he worked on rusty stuff with patina. I mean, like, you name it, he dealt with it. So I've never been like, oh, I love this the most or I love that the most. I like a little bit of everything, and I like the different cultures that come with different things. You know, you go to a lowrider show, you're going to have a different group of people and different experience than you are with certain other shows, you know? So
And we live in a time frame right now where somebody to build this, you wouldn't build this.
no.
If you was like, oh, I need a car today, I like hot rods and rat rods, you're not going to build this. So for somebody to spend the time doing it, that'll really stick out in some people's minds. They're going to be like, God, where did that come from? When I was a kid, we used to go to Pikeville, Kentucky, and they would have the hillbilly days. They still do.
We want to go to that.
It's probably not what I remember, but they would drive old jalopies and Beverly Hillbillies, cars, Model Ts, Model As up and down the middle of town. And that's just stuff like that stuck out to me. So when people see cab swap C50s and stuff, personally they say they want that, but to invest in having that, letting it drip oil in their... Everyone lives in nice houses anymore.
And to honestly, like, ride in it and go anywhere, like, it's not what you think it's going to be.
No.
Not what we do, at least, you know.
Yeah. There's times where we ride together in there where we just can't, we don't communicate because we're like in our own worlds.
We both we both think a lot, like nonstop. We both have constant like thoughts firing off. So when we're in that truck, it's like we're both over there just like wheels are spinning, and then as soon as we get somewhere where we can talk, it's like da 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 da. It's so funny.
It is, yeah. Coonhound, blue tick. What year of chase is that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cody D, that looks like Coonhound blue tick. Gordon Swin has 5-speed. The white stuff. Hit my phone. I got the dope. Johnny Bravo's got it. If you guys need to get a hold of it, get a hold of Johnny. Probably got fentanyl in it.
Golly,
My dream truck is a 1945 Chevy pickup. No such thing. No trucks during the 40, no trucks, 43, 44, 45, they don't exist. If they do, they were military. They could exist. We had a 42 Dodge once. They quit making trucks during World War II. A 46 Chevy probably exists. 47s are cool. But 45 Chevy, unless it's military truck, probably don't exist. But I know what you're saying. Looks like a loony food truck, kind of.
It could be. We're gonna have T-shirts for sale there.
Footlongs right out the side.
And definitely we'll be cooking. You guys, maybe a lot of you might not know us because not everybody is on our channel that is on our lives. But when we go to shows, the first year that we went to shows, we starved to death because everything closes early and nothing is good to eat. So we're literally starving at shows. And this year we said we're not dealing with that. So we've taken a grill or something with us everywhere we go so that we've eaten good this year. We'll cook no matter where we are. In any parking lot, we will cook some food.
Yeah. Tim Davis said he had a great time before we lose track. Make me known once a woman like you. Can't have mine. Good luck. Good looks, my boy. What religion are you in? Rat fink?
No.
I worship each day.
Yes.
So every day is a new day, and we just keep moving forward straight down the line. But I don't care which one you celebrate or follow or talk to. Hit my line, y'all. Mark Barker says, the legendary Mentor truck builder lives in Pikeville, Kentucky. As a kid, I sat in Pikeville, Kentucky at my great-grandpa's. He was rich. I'm not. We sat on this hill, and we watched this other hill. Every time we went down there, it got shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Strip mining it. They just cut them off. Pikeville was pretty wild. You guys have seen a picture of a car sticking out of a rock. You can't see it anymore because they built a turnpike. But when I was a kid, we'd go to Pikeville in the 80s, and there was an Impala, and a big old rock come off the mountain and smashed it. That's been going around on Facebook for years. but we used to physically drive by that, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then we would go down there, and I'd get my corncob pipe, and they'd have the hillbilly days going up and down the middle of town. So Pikeville's.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Like, honestly, and maybe this is inappropriate, so you guys tell me. I think it'd be fun if we bought like a bulk of candy cigarettes to have in Dick Banjo, and when kids come up, we give them a pack of candy cigarettes. I know that's like ridiculous, but I loved candy cigarettes when I was a kid, and it's Dick Banjo, you know? He would give a kid a cigarette, probably.
If I was Pentecostal, I'd have on jeans. Do we like black people? Love them. Gordon's hanging out, man. Mark's been in Pikeville, so we relate to that. The perverts ain't showed up yet tonight.
Not yet.
That's good to see.
Marshall's might be. I don't know. There's some retraction going on. So, Kim, I don't know if I said hi to you yet. How you doing tonight?
Felice Steva took a Percocet.
I hate that for you. That's the awful thing to do. You know, that kind of stuff ain't good.
Aiden said he meant a 1955 Chevy.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if you give me a 1955 Chevy two-door or a 1955 Chevy truck, I'm happy guy.
Yeah.
I think Voltals is a 55 or a 57. But anyway, that's a cool.
I want to go down and see him. So I know he ain't on here probably, but I would like to go down and visit him, see his place.
Yeah, we met a guy, Michael Voltal, through some dealings and trucks and stuff. He's a real interesting guy. And
Jim Bevan's family's from Pikeville. No way.
That's right. We're probably related.
Golly.
Yep. My great-grandpa built a lot of stuff at Pikeville. They were Huffmans, and he was pretty well known back then. Fun facts you should know about why my family's not rich. Because my great-grandpa was a millionaire, and my great-grandma had dealt with polio and was in a wheelchair and everything. You guys are going to like this. It's real dramatic. Well, when my great-grandma passed away, everybody was waiting for their millions, but great-granddaddy had been sleeping with the neighbor lady. Yep, you got that right.
Yikes.
The neighbor lady and her son ended up with the fortune.
Oh,
and
man.
we all just kept working, just like everybody else.
There won't be glass in here. This actually folds down, so these panels will, like, close.
Yep.
You know, it's like it'll be, this wood right here folds up and closes. There'll be no glass on this side, and there's no openings.
It's a peekaboo.
A peekaboo. There's no openings on the other side, so those are the little curtains. I guess I could show you guys the inside before it gets too dark.
Take them in there.
Let me take you in there.
Give them an inside.
Yeah, that way you know. That way you know what the what you're seeing through there. I don't know how dark it is.
Leg.
Thank you. That's just my little curtains I made. I sewed those little babies up just for aesthetics. And then we've got some good little antiques and trinkets over here. Tim ran us some lights. We've really got it coming together. It's going to be a fun thing, novelty ride. We're going to take it camping, do some fun things with it. Let me get you back on there.
Jim Hurst says, glad to see you staying true to yourself. Build what makes you happy. You probably need... I build them my own way, like the 8-lug Thug. It probably cost me money to build them the way I do, but I got a certain way I like things. So, whoa. Whoa. Off-grid Texas over there.
Oh my
Josh
gosh.
D wants to know if you had a friend named Jack and he helped you off a horse, would you help Jack off his horse?
No, I definitely wouldn't. He's stuck with his own horse jacking.
Yeah. Hey, we need a horse to do a little filming. We need a horse that is very tame that my son can ride on for a few minutes while we film him. Needs to be local.
That's true. We need that to happen.
Yeah, it needs to be local. 6x6, yep. You need some chicken and dumplings. I had some 2 weekends ago at Cave City at Cracker Barrel, and it was great. Brent Lance wants my side boob. Man for Man, they're building off. They got a sweet little dually going on.
Oh, yes. Yep. I know. I've seen that. I love that.
Air tank frame and dually rear axle. Changed their gears. Took out the deep gears. Put in the lower gears. Them old 6-cylinders. The problem with 6-cylinder donor trucks is they usually got a mountain of a gear in the back. Cody D needs I don't know who Cody D is. He's hanging tough. Not the filming I was thinking. Parking lot pumping. Tim Davis. Yeah, we did cook with a knife. I forgot old Freedom Fest.
I'll
cook. We
that's
sometimes
true.
we'll take our grills, but we'll forget our utensils, so we
Yeah,
have to use
that
a buck
happens.
knife.
That happens.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
I am hungry, actually. Sam Valley, Oregon. Thank you.
Always want to go out west.
I've always wanted to see Oregon, like the nature side of it. I don't want to see the city side of it.
Yeah.
So glad you're here, Gordon.
Yeah.
Coveralls and a straw hat is not the direction we're going, but there will be outfits. Don't you worry about that.
The problem with coveralls is they add 30 or 40 pounds in
Yeah.
about 10 years to your face, you know. I'm too chubby to wear coveralls. Even skinny guys that wear coveralls look chubby, don't they? I wear them in the winter. Colorado Grown. Camper looks good in the background. Check out Colorado Grown.
Yes.
They're building.
Yes, young guy making his own build for the Buildoff. That's awesome.
Yes, Traveler 22, I'm your dad. That means that you're bad-mouthing your own mom. That's rough. Ramy Menendez wants you to not be shy.
Oh,
thanks for tuning in, Ramy.
Thank you.
We got some cars and stuff, too.
Send me $1,000.
Yeah. We'll get the side booby out and do some framing.
It might be Tim's side booby, but it's fine.
I didn't even think of that, having them come up and help us build our barn. We could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Traveler, he just keeps bad mouthing his mom. That's all right. I know sometimes you can make fun of yourself. You know, I get it.
Dee Dee, this is really my hair. I know you can't believe it because it's so spectacular, but it actually is. Take that one to the bank, brother.
Yeah, this is my real hair too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oklahoma, hello.
So what do we got? What are we talking about now? A
Um,
few more minutes. What do we need to know? Got any questions?
Yeah, you guys got any questions for us? Let's hear them.
We got square body build-offs coming up after this. Cummins in the big flatbed, getting my son's truck going and on the road. What else we got going on? We might tear the body off for Escalade, put something cool on that. Dad got a new truck. He's driving it around today. Look like Sam Walton.
Did he drive it home?
No, he ain't having that much fun yet.
Oh my gosh.
He drove it around some.
I didn't see any of that. I was inside editing, doing laundry. These bugs are getting crazy.
Justin asked, what's the thoughts on the wheel opening behind us? So that's a good question.
Yes.
He immediately come out with a really good question.
Yes.
The reason that's there is it had one big, huge indentation for a single tire. And I, in haste one night, cut that out because I was originally planning on it being slammed four-wheel drive on air, which I know sounds weird, but that's what I was going to try to do. But I couldn't get the front drive shaft and the big block to work together to get it low enough, so it kept getting taller. In the middle of all that, I threw those two pieces away, so they're gone. So my plan was to get metal and make a template, weld it back in there, and fill it in. That was my plan. So I haven't. It's a good question. I don't know.
It's still up in the air. We talked about something yesterday or the day before, trying this. We could change it if we don't like it. So
yeah, I got road signs. I think that might be a little overdone. I thought about putting wood in there. I almost thought about leaving it open so the radiator will get air.
I think that wood would look the best. Just
if I leave it open, people's going to bust my balls because the second axle don't work. I'm thinking about putting a goldfish in the rear axle with a clear plexiglass plate and let the goldfish swim around during the build-off. I'll probably get charged with cruelty to animals.
Oh my God! Not if you have an air tank in there.
Bubbler.
You gotta have a bait bubbler.
Yeah.
That's it.
And a trap door.
They run on batteries.
I reach in and get him. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I thought about just cutting steel and bending the bottom lip and just filling it back in with steel and tack weld on there and let it rust up just to match. That was my original plans. Chicken wire, that's a good idea. Or some barbed wire.
Well, that's a good idea too.
Some barbed wire. That way when I reach in there to work on it, I get all fucked up real
Jimmy,
bad.
yeah, that's a bad idea. Jimmy Kent wants to know about the cab windows.
I've only played golf twice. The cab windows. Jimmy Kent cab windows for old Dick. Uh, I'm running out of time to finish the original vision I had. Flip out windows. I have the trims. That's coming. Probably not in the cards yet. This folds up, so the camper will be sealed up. But the cab, I'm still working on that. Not necessarily part of the build off.
Right.
Don't have to have. My take on the build off is you could show up with a convertible, so why couldn't I? Or you could show up with, you could build a trike with no windshield and wear goggles, so why can't I? So there's some things we got to address. The windshield is the most important. I got to make a windshield for it, which that's coming soon. Getting it to engage and back up and stop and pull forward and stop, and then everything else is going to be just continuous until the last minute. And that's, yeah, good question.
Jim Bevins, I have a hotel booked for Daytona right now. So that is our plan. We do, as of now, plan on coming back to Daytona.
I hope you get a better hotel room than we had last year.
I did. Last year, listen, I have failed various times because the internet will lie to you when you're booking a room.
They took a picture of the ocean through a little prison bathroom window.
Yeah. I had to stand like this in the bathroom to try to see the ocean. Not that what I thought I was getting.
Tracy says, how are you going to do the cooling lines? So if you go online, you can just order radiator hose any length you want. It's not cheap, but I'm still under budget. I'm not even to $4,000 yet. So I'm just going to measure it out. Me and her will measure it out. I'll buy them 12 inches longer than I need, so I got extra, and it's just going to be one continuous radiator hose all the way to the front to the back. Stock water pump should pump that. We don't have any inline pumps or nothing. Stock water pump, once the system's pressurized with no air in it, the water pump don't know how far that water's going. So that's a kind of a myth. And if you put an inline electric water pump on something, you don't know how much that's flowing. That could be not flowing very good at all. It could taper over its life, and then you melt a motor because you're believing in that. So we're trying to stay mechanical, although we got electric fuel pump, but I'll have a spare. So what else we got? Beta fish, we call him Master Beta. Justin says, perfect idea for the back rebar. It's cheap. Heat up some 1/4-inch round cold roll it around the rebar, lock in like a big barbed wire so it don't poke you. Vernon says, oh, my beauty.
Hello, Vernon.
DM says, that's a Ford Ranger. Stainless milk pipe change out from dairy farms, works for lines to the back. So one of my guys I've met, they work at a local exhaust shop. What I was going to do was just have 36-inch hoses at the motor and then hard pipe, and then 36-inch at the rear with hard pipe. And I was going to take small 1/2-inch conduit, because I'm an electrician, and bend my shapes, take it over there, and have him bend what I want. I'm afraid I'll end up with just too many. I just don't want a bunch of fail points. And if I have 2 continuous high-pressure radiator hoses, that's really not a fail point unless we boil it over. There's no clamps to come loose. You still got the same amount of clamps. Keep it simple. That's my plan.
It's true.
It probably won't work. That's my plan.
Full was the parking lot for JD. That was his hotel internet line. Listen, I've gotten fooled several times, but the last place that we stayed at, last 2 places we stayed at were good.
Daniel wants to oil us both up.
God dang, what kind of oil? It ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, I don't have any tattoos or tramp stamp. She does. What else we got? Yeah, well, I'll have to come up with some creativity on this open bed sides. If the rear axle was hooked up, I would leave it open because that's the flex, is to have all that in there working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Cave City, we stayed there 2 years in a row. That was it's a nice, clean hotel and good place to stay. And then when we went to Rod Run, I'll definitely, if we go whenever we go to Rod Run next, I'll book the same place we stayed last time. Maybe. I don't know. We have different options now that we're going to have Dick Banjo here. We could probably just camp. I'd rather just camp.
where, in Daytona?
No, I'm talking about Rod Run. You wasn't listening.
I was thinking about that sucky ride to Daytona. Froze to death. I was supposed to take a nap and then wake up and drive to Daytona. But instead, I found my fuel line purging fuel.
Yeah.
And I had to dig through every drawer I had and found the very last fitting that could have made it happen, and got it running. Took a shower, put the stuff in the truck, and we left. And
Yeah.
it was probably 20 degrees and dark.
No, we had no heat. We still have no heat in that truck. It's not that bad usually, but it was absolutely freezing. We made it until like 2 in the morning until we stopped and slept for like an hour and then kept going.
And then got all the way to Florida, and we had Ohio weather and a bad hotel room.
Yeah, that was
She flung
true.
off the bed. The bed was so little.
I did. I fell off the bed.
Doing the logo on the doors. Yes, I'll have excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna have our painter friend Chad Bowen do something on the doors. Real simple, nothing crazy.
Right. We don't want. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but we want it to say Dick Banjo, and we want Peace and Grease on there. So we've got some ideas, and we just want him to do it. We know he'll do it right. You know,
This guy
he'll
says
give
he
it
has
the right
family
vibe.
lives in Horse Cave. In there, I got a license plate. I want to put it on this, but it's a license plate tag, like people would accessorize their license plate, and it says Horse Cave, Kentucky. Have you seen that in there laying around?
No.
Yeah, we're going to use that. What else we got? I'm running out of stuff. What we got?
I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to catch up with everybody, and I feel like we've, got them up to speed. Wednesday videos have been doing great. Friday videos, they do all right, but we got a new one coming out for you tomorrow. I know it's summertime. Everybody's out having fun, and you don't usually catch it till the next day. We see how the numbers roll. But keep tuning in. We are giving you 2 videos a week, and we try to make it better content each time. So.
Yep. We shouldn't have any drama coming up unless that one guy's building a rat rod. What if he paid somebody to build a rat rod and they show up there?
The freaking registration, he can't register.
Blue truck is beside us over here. It's getting a Cummins in a 5-speed and working 4-wheel drive. That's my plan, to do that before spring. Have that as my driver next year. Kind of put the C50 on ice for a little bit. We're trying to get a place built where we can build some protective shelter, basically where we can park stuff underneath. So C50s, I don't want to retire it, but if I drive it as hard as I've been driving it, it'll retire itself. So the blue truck I've had for 16, 17 years, so it's time to make that pay off and just drive it every day.
Yeah. We are putting a red light in that lantern. Tim's wiring it up. Are you gonna make it work with the brakes, or are we just gonna have it run?
No, I got a red light for the lantern.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be on with tail lights.
Yeah.
And if I can figure out a way to have a regular light in it too for the regular lights, I may have a 12-volt light and a 110 light in it, maybe. So it's a white light when we're camping, and then you turn the switch off, and then it's the tail light.
But yes, it will have light in it. So that's another detail. Man, we really honestly have gone above and beyond with the details on this. Like we're trying real hard to just make it something that you can't look away from. We want you to be like, everywhere you look and every part of it, you're just amazed and you want to keep looking and looking for more.
That's kind of what I took from the Buildoff part of it. I mean, there's people that go all out. There's people that focused on their motor, and I didn't have no floor, so I just had to build everything. So I couldn't throw money at the problem, so I just got as creative as I could. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Russ Farm starting a camper build, he says. School bus 64. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
nice.
Thank you, Catnap and Dog Day.
Yeah, that's I want a big Cadillac too, Tim Davis. Don't
Yeah.
I'm wanting a Cadillac bad, but I'm talking like a 64, 65. That's originally, a lot of you don't know this, nobody knows this. I originally bought the 97 12 valve donor off a Chip to build a Boss Hog Cadillac.
Yeah.
I wanted a big white car, convertible with horns on the roof, 12 valve, 5-speed, with a big gooseneck sticking up through the trunk. But then I found the C50 for $1,000, and it was just too good to pass up.
Yep.
So, but that got me looking at all these Cadillacs, and man, I see them laid out.
Dude, I love big cars, big Cadillacs. I love lowriders. I love all that.
That would probably be the one thing that if I ever had money that I wouldn't try to build myself.
Oh yeah, no, I
would
wouldn't
just buy
wanna do
one
that
done,
ourselves.
man. I seen Ashley Wheeler had one tuxedo black.
Oh yeah.
Done, or I seen them real navy
I tell
blue.
you, I love Dalton's Buick, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we're talking different level here, but like I love Dalton's Buick, that big thing, and it's loud. I love it.
We went to Dalton's house and did a feature on his Buick with a Cummins, and he didn't even own this crew cab square body then, and he's already bought that and built it since we was there.
And drives it. So he's awesome.
And he's doing this stuff in a 2-car garage behind his house.
Yeah, yeah.
And he has a nice collection of stuff. He put an LS in a crew cab square body dually and got it all slammed out and stuff. But
hello, Tin Man. This is our entry for the Rat Rod Buildoff for Rat Rod Magazine in September. It's a 1935 Ford Rat Rod camper that we've built from the ground up. He's done most of the work.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing.
That's what we've been doing.
We built this from bare frame rails. We had the front section of a 35 Ford. It was a flimsy piece of crap. I should have thrown it in the dumpster, but I wanted the Henry Ford authenticity, curve to it. So that's what we got.
We've never built a rat rod before, Top Dog, so I don't know that I have a dream rat rod. I guess this is it.
I have.
What's yours?
I
I
mean,
said I don't.
Your dream rat rod?
Yeah.
It's got to have a 12 valve in it. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question. Like a 55 Chevy, gasser, old
Wow.
school, ratty looking. Anything could be a rat rod.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never been able to just go out and buy anything, so I had to build stuff.
Yeah. Listen, Tin Man, somebody was going to let this thing rot away. It was in someone's shed in a neighborhood. Like, we literally carried it out like the Flintstones, the cab of this truck. And at that point, we didn't know what we were going to do with it. And maybe a month later, they announced the Rat Rod Buildoff, and we entered. So it's just gone from there for months now.
Yep.
We're at the end of the line, though. There's only 40 days left. So we'll be there in September.
If you go online and look at their teaser video for Rat Stock, it's going to make you want to go.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of people there that don't and I've been seeing a lot of people sharing stuff that they're going there and they're not in the Buildoff,
Right.
but they're still going.
Right.
It's
going to be an amazing time. And so I'm so excited for all the creativity that's going to be there. I can't wait to see
I'm not
all
going to be
the
able to
different
talk.
concepts and ideas and just see how everybody's just brought whatever they've built to life. I'm excited for that.
I'm going to have to save my voice for like a week leading up. I'm going to have to say, because I get hoarse from talking to everybody. But yeah, we're going to see a lot of people there that we've never met, that we talk to on the regular, I think.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time. What we got? Nathaniel Miller, he's just giving us,
Listen, you're right about that, Tim Davis. He does talk nonstop, but that's the problem, is that he loses his voice. He
Riding
talks
in the
so
C50,
much
you gotta
that
yell.
he loses his voice.
It's not just from that. It gets hoarse on the way there. Because you'll make me say things 2 or 3 times because we couldn't hear over them loud tires.
Yeah.
It's getting better now. The old Kings broke down a little bit right now. You ain't gonna believe it.
It's true.
Yeah, I broke it. Coming home the other day, the clutch started going out. It's just the hydraulics, though.
Yeah, we can fix it.
Cost me $55 to buy a new set of hydraulics, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it on the road anytime soon. You can fix that thing with, like, money you found in the laundry.
That sounds cool, Brent.
What's Brett got?
Happy birthday, Rob Hill, he says. Ask for birthday wishes.
Heck yeah. Brett Lance got 48 Ford F5 I got from Corey Wheat Customs. 4-wheel drive Dodge chassis, 12 valve. You can't beat that. 48 Ford. Did you buy that? What was that one? Red one? What color was that? You just have that for sale the other day? Corey buys so much stuff, I have a hard time
I can't
keeping
keep up
track.
with Corey's purchases. I have a hard time too. I don't know what they got when they're constantly doing that, so it's hard to keep up with. It's only cool here at night, Jim. I'm telling you, it is like the last week has been just so hot and humid. So right now, nice and cool. This is when we've been getting the most done on the build because it's too hot during the day. You try to come down here and work, but then you got to get in the pool and cool off, which is not a bad thing. We're lucky we have that.
That'll run out here in a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Then we'll be back to crappy old inside the shop with the doors shut.
Yeah, we are country folks talking about whatever. So you can see yourself out. Feel free.
He's watching.
Yeah.
The great thing about the people watching that leave negative comments is they're watching and they're comment.
Yeah. So
when I see something I don't like, I'd go as far away as I can from it.
They run for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know. Let's wrap it up. I'm starving, and I just am ready to call it a day, pretty much down here. I've got more editing to do for tomorrow.
I'm going to go eat dinner, then I'm going to come down here and work, and we appreciate y'all watching our lives.
Thanks for joining us on the live. We like doing them.
Yeah. It's interaction without leaving the house.
I know. It's really cool. I love
Instead
it.
of just answering comments and stuff.
Hi, Gemma. She's in England.
Golden Wheel Banshee must not be around.
I miss him.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be probably like 11 more months before we hear from him.
One of our fans got 12 months in jail.
Let us know before he went in.
Well, he let everybody know. He was saying it right on our live.
That's true.
Golden Wheel Banshee's in jail. If I knew where he was in jail, I'd send him some M&M's money.
No doubt. I would too. Good guy.
He should have told us what jail he was in. But anyways, that sucks. I couldn't go to jail for a year.
Good night, Timmy. My little friend I've never met. I can't wait to meet him.
You're his famous star on YouTube.
I love him.
Yeah.
Timmy's my favorite.
Yeah. I've never met him either, but he's got a sweet-ass name.
Yeah, and a cool dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. We'll see you later. Thank you guys so much. So, goodbye to everybody.
Peace and grease.
Peace and grease. We'll see
Enter
ya.
the win.
Catch that video tomorrow.
Yep.